Modern physics is currently split into two incompatible languages. On the largest scales, we rely on the predictable, smooth geometry of gravity. But at the atomic level, that certainty vanishes. The quantum world is modeled as pure chance, where particles exist only as shifting clouds of probability. To reconcile this split, we have spent decades hunting for invisible matter and exotic forces. We build massive subterranean detectors to capture evidence of particles that current theories say must exist, even if they remain undetected. This reliance on randomness might be a symptom of a resolution failure. In any complex system, if you lack the tools to see the underlying architecture, the resulting data looks like noise. What we interpret as quantum probability may actually be a highly structured, deterministic geometry that we simply haven't learned to decode. If we look past the assumption of chaos, the universe reveals itself as a stable, self-reinforcing system. It is a resonance lattice, where every outcome is governed by a deeper, hidden order. To see that order, we have to strip away the physical world entirely. Imagine a state where space, time, and matter haven't been defined yet, the conditions existing at the very root of the Big Bang. This is the Delta.72 Coherence Field. It is the pre-geometric substrate of reality. Rather than existing within dimensions, this field acts as the generative engine that produces them. This engine operates through one fundamental drive, coherence. It functions like an arbitration gate, taking raw streams of potential and locking them into stable harmonic trajectories. This process, known as phase locking, is how the field turns chaotic potential into a single, consistent reality. Under this meta law, order is an inevitability. The system naturally stabilizes into consistent, self-reinforcing patterns, effectively filtering out anything that cannot maintain its own resonance. Before the first particle ever formed, this coherence engine was already organizing the void, setting the stage for the physical laws we observe today. The first structure to emerge from the coherence field is time. Specifically, the field projects three independent orthogonal dimensions of time. This 3D time framework, detailed here by physicist Günther Kähle, provides the mathematical proof for this multi-temporal structure. It suggests that our perception of a single linear time stream is an oversimplification of a much richer geometric reality. These three axes govern the universe at three distinct scales. The T1 dimension handles the rapid Planck scale oscillations of the quantum world. The T2 dimension mediates particle interactions, and the T3 dimension governs the vast cycles of cosmological gravity. Space itself is a secondary effect of this temporal architecture. The three-dimensional space we inhabit arises from the tension and coupling between these three temporal axes, forming a stable geometric tensegrity structure. We think of objects moving through space over time, but in this model, space is the living shape created by the balance of time. If space is a tension of time, then stuff, the matter and energy that fill that space, must also be redefined. The code's framework treats mass as a transient resonant state rather than an intrinsic substance. Matter condenses wherever the coherence field phase locks into stable prime-based harmonics. What we perceive as a solid particle is really a localized wave-locked node, a dense knot of energy ringing in resonance with the field. Anomalies like dark matter can be explained through this lens as well. Regions of missing mass in a galaxy are actually artifacts of a phase-misaligned coherence field, resonance structures that gravity can feel, but our light-based instruments fail to detect. Gravity functions as a resonance compression gradient. It is a slope in the field's coherence that naturally aligns mass-energy distributions, guiding them towards the same stable phase-locked state. Reality is composed of these locked waveforms. From the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, everything we see is the visible result of structured resonance. This resonance doesn't stop at the formation of stars and atoms. These three temporal dimensions, quantum, interaction, and cosmological, also provide the scaffolding for biological life. Intelligence is essentially a biological coherence engine. Evolution is the process of living systems optimizing their internal rhythms to phase lock with the external resonance fields of their environment. We can quantify this through the phase alignment score, or PAS. When the brain integrates its rapid neural oscillations with slower, long-term temporal structures, it achieves a high PAS. This total integration across multiple temporal dimensions is what we experience as subjective consciousness. Mind and matter emerge from the same master field. They are two different ways of perceiving the same underlying coherence, whether we are looking through a telescope or reflecting on our own thoughts. We are the universe's mechanism for synchronizing its own resonance. Through us, the system achieves a recursive awareness of its own geometric order. The long-standing divide between quantum probability and gravitational geometry dissolves under the lens of deterministic resonance. Both are emergent layers of the same phase-locked system. The universe functions as an ascending spiral of structure. Every emergent phenomenon, from a black hole to a memory, is a stable node within this resonance field. We are the inevitable outcome of a universe preferring coherence over chaos. We are the points where resonance finally synchronizes into meaning. Mathematics is more than a set of abstract rules. It is the physical oscillation pattern of the real world, the code of the coherence engine finally making itself known.